Yeah. Last week, I fucked off all of my responsibility.
Yeah.
Man, every plate in the kitchen was dirty. Kids ate their way through too many bags of Takis and TV dinners. I stared at the news for 20 heart-wrenching hours. My bed sheets went sour. Hair clogged the tub drain. I sprayed cleaner, and then I walked away. Dirty underwear piled up in front of the washer. I went commando and sweated out.
Yeah.
Worked a lot of hours with nothing checked on my to-do list. Gave a very bad haircut to one of my kids. Yelled out to God with no callback. Avoided phone calls that I should have answered. Put on 2 pounds. Got into it with 2 of my kids. Ran my tires on low pressure. Got cut shaving intimates with a dull razor. Overextended my credit to fill the gas tank. Turned my attention to a man with all the right red flags. Bit, just a little, to someone I owe money. Sorry, Mom. Talked mad shit to a man who may have actually been a good catch. Spent money I didn't have to tip the bartenders that I love. That was for y'all, Andrew, Mandy. We love y'all. We keep coming back every week. Because the weeks are shit until we get here. Gained a chin hair, lost a friend, picketed unsuccessfully for my right to govern my own damn body, and I cleansed my sorrows in a whiskey bath. But I danced, and I danced, and I danced with a friend, and we danced.
This is on Chris Park. Chris Park is actually a park here in town that was dedicated to someone that passed away. So this is called Chris Park, San Antonio. It's the beginning of April, and rain droplet diamonds are kissing the concrete across San Antonio. You never can predict the weather. You came into this world like a song, a chorus, a constellation of voices across heaven singing and celebrating you. On the Wednesday that you were born, nature was adorned to receive you. With her agave crown and bougainvillea lace dress, she said that the child that is born on Wednesday is fair and wise and good and gay. Happy, not just gay. Happy. On the Wednesday you returned to heaven, nature took me in her arms so that I could sob your song and celebrate you. In our resilience, we created an artistic intervention in the heart of San Antonio so that all the children of heaven can walk the precious gem path you have always walked on. Thank you. So that was to Chris and Chris Park here in San Antonio. If you've been to the Ruby City art space, it's a park right across from there. That's why they built that park, in honor of somebody. So this is my second shit.
The deuce?
The deuce. This is really different, so I'll just jump into it. I used to look in the mirror but be completely blind to what I actually looked like, focusing on what I didn't look like. I didn't have the top tits of a gym bro, which are only achievable by continuously ripping and shredding your body apart, filling the gaps with chicken, veggies, and rice meal preps and whey protein. Or the kind on a soft, femme body draped in luxurious lingerie. So I failed to see the perfectly perky nipples and sexy as fuck chest hair adorning my body. While the Kardashians have brainwashed Madonna and countless other women and people to plaster a BBL for self-love, Mexican women, men, mushe, and everything in between have been self-loving on our curves for centuries, bitch. The amount of trouble that this ass has gotten me into? Whew. I failed to see the ancestry in these cheekbones and the weight they can hold. I overlooked the nopal on my frente, unable to see it for the crown that it is. I had forgotten how beautiful it is to be baked by the sun to match the earth beneath me. This is what I admire now when I look in the mirror. Thank you.
Even if the heart hurts, like being cooked under the violent summer rays, lost and lovely, and even you, Camellia, have given tears to people who feel nothing as they fall wet on the ground. Even you, being candy apple sweet, have rotten in the arms of men with no love in their eyes. For even you, forever cursed to be an angel, the only heart it ever hurt me to break. Now, even you, after taking on an uneven shape just to fit in, to still feel crowded, even you, being the city daisy in the crack of the sidewalk, still meets the boot. Even you got hoodwinked into believing these bulbs of garlic were grapes. Even you, as far as the dew lay bare the softest soul that was never saved. Even you, being back in San Antonio, so close but still on the opposite side of the sunset. Even you, silver and gold, streaks of pink across the sky, our imagination burning wild, yet both me and you knew this would have an end. Yeah. I got one more very, very short piece.
Short shit.
And I love you, and I love you, and I love you. And I don't really love you. I just love to say I love you. Thank you.
Sometimes you get an emotionally abusive, selfish, self-involved, narcissist, drug addict mom. And a great dad. Sometimes you get a physically abusive, drug-addicted, fake church boy gambling dad that just leaves rather than facing confrontation, and an awesome mom. And sometimes you just get dealt a bad hand. I'm playing poker, the cards are dealt, I got a Uno skip card and a domino. All my chips are on the table, I'm fucked. Instead of throwing shit or starting to drink to numb the pain, I just leave the casino. The problem is, there are people who I love that are affiliated with the casino. My dad's the silent investor, and my mom's the pit boss, and my niece works at the buffet. She gives me that soul food that I need. My stepdad is the dealer giving me advice I seek. I feel better. When you cut people off, there are casualties. So now they slowly become dead to me, rotting in the places I left them. A graveyard of beautiful souls haunting my memory, becoming more and more distant. Is healing myself worth more than the lashes I received? Sometimes I'm not sure. Sometimes I'm willing to go to war with the general to be with my soldiers. Sometimes I value the peace that I found. Sometimes I just cry. Thank you.
The deuce is loose. I'm gonna jump in. Yeah. This is alcohol talking. It's like I don't want to be dour and sad, but sometimes dour and sad is real. It is, right? So this was a piece that I actually wrote shortly after the Uvalde shooting, which was very, very tragic, very, very sad. I felt very, very terrible about it. And this whole thing about how we are just children self-destructing all the time. And then, you know, I don't know if y'all saw it, but unfortunately on July 4th, there was a shooting in Colorado again. And it's again, the cycle continues, So this is a plea, if you will. That's what this poem is about. Mother, be mighty. The world, your children, needs you. Like rain falling with gravity hammers, but landing softer than sweet faith kisses to sana sana, The red-hot stove hands we burned, believing flesh could not scorch black like paper, could not sear like dead meat. We sit crooked in our own path until you solve our palms in saint's aloe, and our dreams return, scarred but intact. Mother, be mighty, for the world is lost again. Your children need you to have bulletproof heaven and home. Mother, be mighty yet again and again against funeral bell misery. You get no benchy reprieve at the family dinner table, at the Formica job office, at the dust-laden schoolyard. You cannot call off of work from the ills of this world, nor take sick days when we drink our own poison. You must walk with a giant stride always. You must be the riddle of lightning and the answer of prayer. You must stare down the barrel and not blink like the truest snake in the moonlight of death. You must dissolve all our sins in the holy blue cenote of your chest. You must save us when there is no heaven, no hell, just devil morning, an angelic sundown, and all the ways we aim to destroy between those hours, after those hours, and in the midst of those ghost witch hours. We need your assurance that you would light the world on fire for warm tomorrow. We need to know that you will be there, like the sunrise, like the sacrament that rattles the devil into a fever. We need you in every corner of our heart's home. We cannot dodge traffic like raindrops. We are always in our own way. We are the grief and the grieving. We are the lost in search of a bulletproof saint. We are the children unable to save ourselves. Thank you. All right. So I actually have two poems that y'all kind of can help me out with. The first poem was a poem that I wrote when I was The first poem was one poem I wrote when I was really, really drunk. And it's just a lot of thoughts when I was really, really drunk. The second poem is a poem I wrote when I was really, really drunk. And thinking about something, I'm thinking about body hair, actually. So do you want really drunk, rambling, awesome thoughts, or really drunk body hair?
Rambling!
All right, No. I could technically make them one long one because I've been drinking and it probably just
Let's go.
This poem is called Musing Between Earth and Elsewhere, aka I was really drunk up late and wrote this. In 16 parts. 15 parts, sorry. 1. Should we share an apartment or a starship? Time is relative, my love, a year or a light year. Time is relative, a beer or a light beer. Time is relative, farther, faster than a light year. We arrive further than anything we've known. Drunk slower with a light beer. A jukebox stretches long, and then I just pee a lot. 2. It's true, you drink light beer, you pee a lot. 2. You send me a message. It's a voice recording of a voice that is removed from Earth. I see a message bubble. It says, I miss her a lot today. I return fire and say, that's okay. Your magic is her magic too. Heart emoji. 3. Even in the bars without bars on the windows, there is a heart. There is someone believing that they don't belong inside the glass in front of them, and they're right. I've seen schools of glass and fresh paint with kids who have both parents and great lunches. They have problems too. I've seen people with high cedar privacy fences staying to withstand the rain and time, people with granite islands and chef-grade cutlery, but who order in most nights and they have problems too. I've seen people who have the rain when it rains, sun when the asphalt cracks open like skin, a dream and nowhere to go, and they have problems too. I wish people knew their bad days matter as much as the hopes and dreams of others. The mire that we slog in is the same mire, but some are waist-deep and others aren't so lucky. 5. Sometimes the rain in South Texas is just a dance, a humid kiss on the forehead that slips the streets. The sun doesn't like to dance. It stands like a cousin with 2 left feet and an attitude problem, always wants to see what's up, has major FOMO. The weatherman swears on the sky that the rain will come, has come. Tonight, heaven made the city into a wet discotheque. To impress the moon, Zeus and Kalak wrestled like gods, lightning bolt serpents. The wind was all drunk and forgot which way was up and tried to live on my street. And because the rolling sky came in to pick a street fight, I send texts like carrier pigeons through the storm, just in case a tornado lifts up my house and I end up so far from home. 6. All things that perspire are alive. The trees and the plants, this night, this beer, my balls. Life is a dance of coincidences. Coincidentally, you all left home tonight to hear a poet reference his balls. You can't tell anyone at work tomorrow that happened. Because who the fuck would believe you? 7. I want to go out tonight and add magic to this city like a lost cloud. Thank God for onions, cilantro, and coffee. Thank the universe for neon stilettos that walk through messy life streets in search of holy tacos at 2 a.m. Were the world we built not such a machine, dead set on remaking us in its own image. We pocket more posies before we fall, and believe me, we all fall. Were there a better way to say that a secret, the night may swallow me up before I left my own house and I didn't tell someone, I would never leave my house. I will dream an innocent dream about all of you. Cleavage and all. 8. I want to find the Earth's breaker box and flip the switch for a few minutes. 9. The one who holds you at the thought of the world ending is the one you should be with. 10. I want a jawline, but I also want carne guisada tacos. 11. I may have saved more lives with poetry than most police, but you can't say that in America. 12. I am a cis Caucasian heterosexual male with Mexican heritage. I don't know all the things I can speak on with certainty, but with certainty I can say, fuck Taco Bell. 13. Ally is holding up a movement without holding up the movement. 14. Her smile is the kingdom of heaven. Anything less and the world is damned. 15. I'm listening to Johnny Cash again. People are nothing if not lonely and gullible. But thank you for being lonely and gullible with me.